Bueno, el día de hoy tenemos a Eri Varela, quien es uno de los candidatos para la alcaldía de Albuquerque. Eri, welcome. Thank you for being here with us.
Thank you. My name is Eddie Varela. I grew up about 4 blocks from here in the Varelas area. And I grew up in Albuquerque, New Mexico my whole life. I attended Rio Grande High School. And then after that, I entered the fire department, and I did 30 years of service in the firemen. And in the fire department, I rose through the ranks all the way to deputy chief and fire chief. And I worked for 6 different mayors. And that was my groundwork for actually running for mayor. I've understand how mayors operate, and there were some good mayors and there were not so good. So I've learned from all of them, and today I'm ready to run for mayor because I can fix the problems that we have in our city.
¿Qué haría para que nuestra ciudad sea una más segura?
Well, that's a very good question, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to institute a curfew for 18-year-olds and under. If you're 18-year-olds and under, and we catch you out on the streets, you will be brought to the detention facility, and your parents will have to be involved in what happened. Right now we have 11, 12, 13-year-old children killing people. And this has got to stop. So I'm going to implement an emergency curfew. The second thing I'm doing, I'm going to start a new class in the high schools. It's going to be called Police ROTC. And it's going to be just like Army ROTC, Navy ROTC, Air Force. And we're going to teach young people in the high school about law enforcement and what we need to do to get our city under control. When they graduate, after the 1 year, I'm going to hire them into the police safety aid. Once they turn 21, they will be absorbed into the Albuquerque Police Department. And the last thing that I'm going to talk about today, there's much more, is we're going to do a police day pool where people will be able to see cops visible. I'm going to recruit retired police officers, and they will be working shifts out on the street of their choice. They will not be city employees, they'll be contractors. We're going to pay them well, but they're going to do one thing that's most important in crime: visibility.
Con eso dicho, vamos a preguntarle a Eri cómo trabajaría con las escuelas y organizaciones locales para mejorar la educación.
We are failing miserable at EdgeCan now. The reason that I ask this question of everybody, what can we do, is because it's not a priority. You never hear anybody talking about education in our state. Under my administration, we're going to talk about it every day. And I'm going to be talking about education and the lack of good education every day of my career, and I will be talking about every day as a mayor. It will be a priority because they all tie together: crime, education, and all of these issues. It's just nobody talks about it, and I will until we fix the problem.
¿Cuál es su plan para ayudar a las personas a obtener tratamiento y vivienda mientras mantienen seguros los espacios públicos y las comunidades?
Well, what we've been doing, and it doesn't work, is throwing money at it. $200 million a year for homeless and housing. People talk about, I want to get housing for the homeless. That's not my priority. Housing for young people, a man and a woman, 25 years old with a little baby, that's who I want housing for. The day I take office, I'm going to hire private security officers to walk with the homeless, as I do. Once a week, I go talk with the homeless, and I find out who they are, why they're here, and they give me all the information I need. My private people will be doing the same. Now, they're not going to be out there being mean to them or mean. They're going to find out who they are, because 50% of them are not from Albuquerque. Okay, I'm a compassionate man, and we're going to do this compassionately. And we're going to start writing citations to the people who don't want help. And the people that want help, we'll help them. There's plenty of people to help. The people that we write citations to, those citations will go to a judge. And I'm going to go back out to the homeless in large groups and say, look, I have a bench warrant for your arrest. Do you want to go to jail, or do you want to go back to your hometown? I've asked them, hey, if I got you a ticket today to go back, give me the ticket, I'll leave. And the city will pay for the ticket. But $200 million a year, we're not going to do that anymore.
¿Cómo ayudaría a que las viviendas sean más asequibles y reducir el costo de vida aquí en Albuquerque?
That's a great question. I haven't been asked that question, but I have an answer for it because I travel a lot because I have 9 children, 8 boys and a girl, and they live all over the United States, okay? And when I go to other cities, I ask about those things. How much is a home? I went to Houston, Texas to visit my granddaughters recently, and a turnkey 2-bedroom or 3-bedroom home on a half acre, $225,000. Okay, and I go, how is this possible? Okay, because it's not possible in our town. Right now, our town is looking at $400,000 for a home. Apartments are from $1,800 to $2,400. What happened here? all right? So I've met with the realtors, I've met with the mortgage lenders, I've met with developers, and once I'm elected, we're going to have massive meetings, and I call them conventions, and we're going to get everybody in one room and figure out why this is. Get in here and figure out what we can do about it and stop this problem, because people are leaving our city because the rent's too high. And it is.
¿Cuál es su plan para atraer empleos mejor pagados a Albuquerque y apoyar a los pequeños negocios? So
we get real stuck on the issue of attracting large businesses, multi-million-dollar businesses. We get some, we don't get some. They come here for a tax break. Okay, we give up to 7 years of tax incentive, hoping to bring a big business who's going to hire some local people, you know. Well, I'm going to start at the other end of the spectrum with small business. Right now, there are so many empty businesses in Albuquerque that I want to help small business get in business. I'm going to waive their water bills. I'm going to waive their gas bills. I'm going to take care of the code enforcement, which is a huge problem for small business. It's not easy to open small business. You got to go through this bureaucracy, code enforcement, planning, zoning. We're going to fix that. We're going to completely reorganize those organizations because people don't have a lot of money, and so we have to help them. And if it means partnerships with small business, I'm willing to do that with government money.
¿Cómo va a garantizar que todas las personas se sientan seguros al usar los servicios de la ciudad, pero también al mismo tiempo atienda las preocupaciones sobre inmigrantes que cometen delitos?
I'm obviously Hispanic, and I have a home in Mexico. In Sonora, I have a home there, and I understand the mind of our paisanos. I know how they think. I know why they're here. They're here because in Mexico they pay you $50 a week, and over here there's a great opportunity, and there is a great opportunity here. But the problem is that the numbers are exceeding the resources. And I have a lot of friends, Mexicanos, that come here and they tell me, "Ya cierra la puerta, Eddie. Hay muchos." I go, what does that mean? What that means is they're also, by having so many, we're driving the hourly wages down. Okay, now, we're neighbors of Mexico. Somos primo hermanos de Mexico. I understand that. I support that. Almost everybody in this town has roots to Mexico. But that's not the only people coming here. We have thousands and thousands of people from South America, and they're literally taking the jobs of the paisanos Mexicanos who live here. And I've seen it. They'll go up to a job and they'll say, yo hago ese trabajo por el mínimo, no sé qué estás pagando, señor, pero yo lo hago por la mitad. I do not support Sanctuary City. If I could have Sanctuary City just for Mexicanos, I would do it, but that's not what's happening here. We have illegals coming in from every state in our city, in our country, and a lot of them have criminal backgrounds. People have asked me, are you going to help ICE? If somebody is here with a criminal background and ICE comes and gets them, I'm not going to stop it. But am I going to bother hard-working paisanos that are working? No, not at all. Leave them alone. Por favor, vota por Eduardo Varela. Yo puedo ayudar a esta ciudad a ser la ciudad que era más antes. Está peligroso aquí. Piensa de sus hijos y tus mujeres, porque está peligroso aquí. Yo quiero vivir en una ciudad donde estamos tranquilos y no tienes que tener nada pena ir a la tienda, cosas así. Por favor, vota por Eduardo Varela. Se me llama.